back. We just finished row 2B. We're going to 3A. And 3A, as you see here, I will shift my line a little bit. I hope make it a little bit bigger like this. Now you can see it. Row 3A is done in an A, and that is the dark color. That is that blue color I'm using all the time here. And it's a very simple pattern, 21 single crochets and a double crochet and the side stitches or border stitches. I want to tell you, why do you call it side stitch and not border stitch? I don't know. It grew like that. Every designer has its own accent. We really don't like to look at each other patterns and learn from it, because each designer has its own way to build up a pattern. It's a little bit difficult sometimes for people, for me too, from switching from one designer to another. But really, if you read all the instructions carefully, then it should be straightforward. With me, you get always the abbreviation list. You get the chart, you get a written pattern, and sometimes videos, and sometimes a photo tutorial. I don't have a photo tutorial for this, but I hope this helps you already with a video. I prefer myself a video, then you see it with a picture tutorial. Always have to guess. Some other people prefer picture tutorials. I make this video tutorial. It's how I prefer it. It's not for everybody. Oh, I know. I know. Can't please them all. I already put my hook through while we were chatting. And I'm doing my little knot here, because that is how I start my side stitch or border stitch, how you want it. Pull it tight, pull through the knot, and immediately chain one. There, done, secured. Now for the border stitch, go back in that hole for the 2 loops. See, you take the 2 loops and make a single crochet, and it needs to be a little bit tighter there. And we've done our side stitch on the right side. Is that the right side? Yes, I always mix left and right. And then it's set a double crochet. We haven't made a double crochet yet. This, you should take the back loop if you make a single crochet, and this is the front loop. You don't take that front loop. If you take the front loop, it goes in the same color as the color you're working up, and it will be a double crochet. So yarn goes over, look under this where the front loop is for this one, and it's here, see? That loop. This is the top one, this is the bottom one, see? This loop here fills this one up. And you put your yarn through. Don't put too much tension on this stitch so it doesn't lift up. See, I automatically support this stitch already, this big stitch, with my nail. If you have nails, yarn through and yarn through. You can't avoid a little bit lifting, but most of the time it should settle in and that lifting goes down. And now you go to the back loop, because we're going to do 21 single crochets. But this one is already taken, the spot is taken by the double crochet in the front, because you don't want to make more stitches than we need for in the pattern, because otherwise the pattern is ridiculous and it will not make sense. So we skip this stitch at the back, see? And let me show you, I hope you can see it. This little stitch at the back we skip, and we go to the next one, and you just take the back loop only. Back loops only, like we did in row 1B. Back loops only, and we do 21. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, I did a little boo-boo there. Here it is. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21. And after 21 single crochets, we get a double crochet again. Yarn over, find that loop under this stitch. See, it's here. See, there it is, here, this one. This loop here, the front loop. See? That loop we need to go. Yarn through. Hold that stitch a little bit if you can with your nail. Or lose all the tension and just make your double crochet. See, you made your double crochet, one at the beginning, one at the end, and 21 in the middle. And now we're going to do our side stitch or our border stitch. Both loops, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, pull the yarn through at your scissors and snap, and row 3A is done. I'm pulling that yarn again, pull it really tight so it really makes a good knot. This won't go anywhere when we make the envelope border. It will be so secure. And we got our first 3 rows, and as you see, the lifting here is almost gone. You can see it through if you hold it against the light, but that is crochet. But as you see here, this settles in quietly too. You can always stretch out the stitches as long as you don't stretch out the bottom stitch. See, no, don't stretch the loop there. And we got our row 3A. Okay, hope to see you for the next one. Thank you.